the seaside, watching the world from the bright side.
What is going on, guys? Stardust-One-World from Stardust-One-Worldreviews here, and today I'm here to review the first episode of Life is Strange 2, titled Roads. And this is the first episode of the sequel to Life is Strange. This is really like around a few years after the events of Life is Strange. And this game you do follow two brothers, Sean and Daniel Diaz, who after a tragedy that's happened with them, are forced to go on the road and try to find a new life. And just a warning, this review will contain spoilers. I'm going to spoil a lot of stuff that happened in this episode, and I can't top this episode, but I can't just spoil it, so you've been warned. Now, I was definitely very excited about Strange 2 now. I think, again, if you follow my channel for a while now, you probably know that I have a huge love for the original Life is Strange. I think that is a phenomenal experience. Like, I'm actually currently debating whether that game or Uncharted 4 at least end is honestly my favorite game of all time. Yes, I love that much. Because Life is Strange really affected me the moment I played it, and it still affects me after a few other playthroughs in this game. It's emotional, it's powerful, has very well-rounded and realized characters. It's very realistic, very just emotional, has great humor, and the dialogue is like the best. It's kind of cringy at times, it's cringy in the best ways. The type of mechanics really interesting, and the story really captivates you, and it has probably one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. I mean, this soundtrack actually has helped me a lot from my life lately. Because how beautiful and majestic it is. Like, if you hadn't listened to the soundtrack, Life is Strange at all, I highly recommend it. And then there was a story that came out last year, which I don't think it's reached the emotional heights in that game. I just thought it would be pretty great, and honestly, I'd say underrated, honestly. I really don't enjoy people hitting him so much, to be honest. I mean, some moments are definitely kind of cringy, but not in your way, but I still really enjoy the hell out of that game. And then there was also managed Captain Spear, which I actually did replay before playing Life is Strange 2, and I still love the game. It might be like a short 2-act sprint, but again, that really does make you feel like a kid again. And I honestly can't see where else that game brings, see where else that character Chris kind of fits in with Life is Strange 2. So, and the moment I saw the first teaser, I got pretty excited, because it depicts about what a teaser should do. It really doesn't show too much, but really keeps you interested. And the first episode did get released yesterday. I did buy it, I did play through it a couple times, and after playing through the first episode of Life is Strange 2, I am so happy to say that Life is Strange 2, the first episode of Life is Strange 2, did not disappoint. This episode was freaking awesome. Like, it was beautiful and amazing, and it really gets me excited what else they're going to do with this game. There are so many great things about this episode, like I don't know where to begin. I guess I'm going to start with the graphics. As like with the previous installments of Strange, they are beautiful to look. The art style they use in these games are just freaking unique and incredible and amazing to look at, and this game is no exception. The graphics really are beautiful and just majestic to look at. Like, oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. It's here, I love the design and the world they're trying to do. It's just flat out beautiful. Beautiful. And of course, like always, the soundtrack and the music they used here is great as well. So the music they use are great and beautiful, and the song that definitely was humming for me to sleep last night. It's just that great. Like, soundtracks are always one of the best aspects of these games, and this is no exception. And the voice acting here is great as well. Everybody does do a really great job with their role. They do really good job emoting very well and giving emotional performances. And probably my favorite aspect, honestly, of this episode is the relationship between Sean and Daniel. They play kind of like you expect a big brother and little brother relationship should be. And I mean that in the best way, honestly. Honestly, it's definitely one of the best realistic positions of a older in this relationship. When it comes to their bickering, them getting along, them loving each other and all that, like, it's definitely feels real. And there was only a few moments in this game, all lines that made me kind of remind me of my relationship with my older brother. And definitely in a good way. Good way. Definitely not all remind me of it, because it's got natural elements to it, and a few things I would ever said at that age, but in terms of our banter and how we play with each other, there are a few moments that honestly really hit home for me. Kind of reminds me of my relationship with my older brother. I fucking adore the relationship together. The person have an older and younger relationship, the banter, the playfulness they have with each other, but they still do love each other. Like, I freaking love these two together. Yeah, and something tragic under what happens is basically on the road, and then the father ends up getting killed, and the younger brother doesn't know about it, and that makes it kind of more tragic, especially when he ends up finding out about it, which I'll get more into later. And you got a lot of choices that happens throughout this game, as one choice where Daniel ends up, the younger brother ends up spilling paint on his knee with Brett, and then you have a choice whether not to either confront him, like, or just question Daniel. I mean, it kind of ends with him being either way, but that could have ended affecting the relationship with Daniel on the road. And there's this guy immediately that's kind of an officer, and then choose whether not to discuss him, slowly run away, or just attack him. Again, it gonna end with you getting hit either way, but what would you kind of mind if I was having down the road? I feel one of these decisions kind of affect what's happening down the road, hopefully. And this also decision where you might either leave the store after escaping, or just take the gem and get away. And a lot of decisions you make is whether not to call your friend Lila or not. I mean, Lila she's okay, or but she may get involved later on, or don't call her, she might mad at you, but she won't get involved. That was definitely part of the most interesting decision of the entire game. And the characters you follow around this game, especially to Sean, are definitely feel real, feeling any teenager bodies ever should at this age and this era. And you do get some of the more cringe-worthy lines that you can't expect, but again, it's cringy in the best way. There's moments that honestly just made me smile with this camp, with Dana and Sean being in the campfire, and them having to talk about speed, and this moment we can play hide and seek, which I thought was adorable, especially when you find Daniel. That was honestly hilarious. All the other kids to me are actually great, like the father, he does love his sons, and he's very hardworking on that. It's just Harrison Ford was very sad when he ended up dying. And also this guy named Brody that I do hope we actually see more, because he seems like a very sweet and cool guy. I actually do hope we see more of him later on. And this show does a great job on saying the words to come. Like, it does anything like the first episode or like any beginning should do is to really set up or make you interested in what's going to happen next. And this one did an amazing job of doing that. It's like, I'm actually very curious and even very anxious of what's going to happen next, especially after how it ends. And you get a lot of great moments here, like what's the most between Daniel and Sean, what's the most between Sean and his father. Especially this month you can choose to lie him or not by getting money and something for weed and all that. And you get some moments that are also very emotional, not just as far as death, but also Daniel kind of having these weird powers and all that. This moment where he ends up finding out about this and that, like, you lied to me, and then he just goes crazy and all that, and you see Sean trying to calm him down, and he ends up crying like that. Honestly, kind of broke me a bit, honestly. Like, I was honestly about to tear up that moment. Not gonna lie. Like, that definitely really hit the feels for me. Like, and also when we getting kind of handcuffed in this pipe area and you gotta try to escape, and then you end up getting to the minute you gotta try to figure out how to escape through it. And it's still a very tense. That went up off, so my end to come back. So I am probably actually tense. And you get this kind of hints at the end with there's powers and then kind of going on, which I don't know if they're going to kind of explain it or anything, because they never fully explain the power powers in the game, but like I said, that didn't bother me, honestly. So, but how they his powers are limited in this pun very interestingly on. It's also this dog. There's also this dog you do have. That you can kind of take later on. And also, it was very adorable. Able to, especially when trying to play fetch with him. Like the one I always appreciate about this game is how real they are, how real they feel. That really reminds me of Wobble with your own life and all that, how you feeling around these times and all that. It just feels so real, and there are a lot of moments I definitely did feel for these characters, and there are a few moments that I said I'm kind of familiar with stuff I went through, and all that. It's very emotional. It's very real. That's something I always appreciate about these Strange games. Probably one reason I love the first game so much is how real it is. And these games, in the first episode, is no exemption, and it has me very curious again, even anxious on what the hell is going to happen next after this. Like, honestly, can't even see where else they bring the story. Like, I'm not even sure when the second episode is going to be released. I actually hope I have to start. I just can't wait to see where else they take the story next. And personally, I don't have any issues with this game episode. Honestly, there wasn't anything that bugged me this episode, honestly. Can't think of anything. So overall, the first episode of Life is Strange 2 did not disappoint. This was everything I was hoping this episode would be. It was everything I'm hoping. John Entertainment are really killing it with these games. They're really doing a great job with these games. You know, whether the first one, the Captain Spirit, both some of them are a different company, but I love that they Captain Spirit, and I cannot wait to see what else they bring to episode Life is Strange 2. This was a great feel on how to a great first episode to really keep you intrigued of what's going to happen next. From the graphics, to the story, to the relationship between the two brothers, to the choices that you make, to the emotional, hard-time moments that happen, moments that make me smile, moments that make me happy, moments that make me want to get my eyes out. I honestly cannot wait to see also that they bring this episode and what else they bring this game forward. That being said, I'm going to give Life is Strange 2, Episode 1, Roads, a 5 out of 5. A truly fantastic episode. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my review of episode 1 of Life is Strange 2. If you have managed to play this episode through, let me know what your thoughts on the comments down below. Did you love them as I did, or were you disappointed there? I love them in the comments down below, and I can't always see what else they bring in the future with this game. I'm honestly super excited to see what they bring. And definitely a lot more videos coming very soon. I have a couple of lists very soon, a couple more gameplay videos very soon. I'm going to do my Uncharted 2 gameplay videos, and maybe a couple of Spider-Man ones as well. Please do that, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I honestly truly do appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites, all in the description down below. I am Samuel World from Samuel Worldreviews. I'll see you next time, and stay cool out there. Peace.